Hello, good morning. Luciano Ruas speaking. This channel is about the Brazilian accent and improvisation, and today we are going to talk about one of the fundamentals of improvising with the Brazilian accent. One of the most important thing to do it's to memorize Brazilian themes. And today I'm going to try to memorize. This is a very important theme on the Brazilian bossa nova repertoire, but I don't know it by heart. And I'm going to give you some techniques to memorize it. And why it's important to do it? Because you're gonna get reference, and reference it's the basis to get a language. It's like reading a text, alright? If you read a text in another language, you're gonna be able to learn more about it, alright? Let's start. Then before I'm gonna show you the score. It doesn't appear entirely, but I'm going to tell you about what technique I'm using to record it, to memorize this melody. First we have a melody in E major, alright? Another point I'm thinking important to say, it's today I'm going to play just with the right hand, because this video will be important also to melodic instruments, okay? Today just the melody. One technique I like to use is to try to recognize some pattern in the song. Let's hear the melody. This phrase again. I can recognize this as a repeat of the start. With a little different end, alright? Then let's recognize what measures are at the same have the same melody. Also, one important thing I would like to tell you is that this melody is very has a very repetitive rhythm, and when we hear bossa nova, the subdivisions and the rhythms are very are floating at the melody, at the comping. Then we are going to learn this melody in the way it's written here, but we aren't going to play this way because it not sounds musical. All right? Okay, let's recognize what measures we have in common. Okay, we have the first measure. It's like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At the eighth system, we're gonna at the second measure we're gonna have almost the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Second measure. Okay? It's almost the same thing. Will be the same thing till the fifth system first measure, okay, and it will be the same at the before the last system first measure, okay. Second thing we are going to evaluate, it's if the melody seems like some chord or some design, known design, okay. Let's see the first phrase. I can remember nothing seamless like this phrase. Then I'm going to try to understand some pattern that starts here. If we analyze this first phrase, we have a fifth interval, and after that we have some scale pattern going up 2 notes and going down 3 notes. First a fifth and up 2 notes, 3 notes down, and 1 jump. A little complex, but we are sometimes I realize one pattern, but during more times I realize other simpler. That's another secret of trying to memorize when reading the melody, okay? After that we are going to have in the second, starting on the and at the end of the first system and the beginning of the second, Johnny Alf got the interval larger. Then he did a sixth with the same design after. Then I'm gonna try to play without looking to the returning for the first note and opening the interval. Then we are going to have an pitches of an answer. Very complex also. I will try to recognize this phrase. It's in the. It would be like a design inside C sharp minor 7th. Starting by the 11th, going to the 5th and becoming a scale to the 7th. After that, I'm going to get the 3rd of F sharp and going up an octave. Then we're gonna have this. Now that's memorized from the beginning. Open more. Now let's take this design inside the C sharp minor 2 F sharp 7th. After that, I already have realized that's a simple design. Okay, we have a little design of the tonic and the 3rd of B major, and after that the same design one tune below in A major. Note that these sometimes I recognize intervals and designs inside chords that aren't written in the that they aren't the same that are written in the song, but I think it's a way to memorize the melodic way. Okay, then tonic and 3rd of C major going to the 4th, and this almost the same design. Then we get to the first phrase again. Let's try to recognize if I memorized all the stuff I told you. First phrase with the 5th. Opening more for the 6th. The design in C sharp. The pieces of the triads B major. And then we start again the same melody. I'm at the 4th system now. Same thing. And it only changes on the last measure of the 5th system, okay? Then it's memorized already. To go to the second part of the song, we go up one tone and we get in the second ending, we would call it. Okay, let's try. Let's see what comes next. Also a very complex structure. I can see inside this pattern the chord G sharp minor minor. And we're going to have some look like pattern also. Oh, I see two chords here. I see G sharp minor and E sharp minor. Okay, it will be a little easier to memorize it. I have to memorize this passage notes, but starting on E sharp minor, it's this melody I'm playing. It's on the sixth measure, okay, at the middle of the sixth system, at the middle of the second measure. Always ending in the fifth of the what chord I told you. Let's try again. Very nice, very easy to memorize. Look, the same pattern again. We can think in B flat minor using the ninth. Okay, the same. Let's hear the pattern. And after that, we are going to have one. Let's see what this arpeggio-like passage we can recognize. Let's see the end. It looks like, I'm sorry, it looks like B flat minor with ninth also. Wow, I always thought that this was a very complex passage, but today, doing this job, not this work, I can recognize just 3 chords in it. E flat minor and B flat minor, and now B flat minor as an arpeggio, and with the ninth. Okay, and now we are again at the beginning of the melody. Triad with fourth. Now we are going to have a little different ending. And A major, returning to B major, okay? Okay, we are going to have B major, two times the same thing. Let's do the end of this end. At the second time, to end the song, we are going to have an up end, okay, an up phrase to make the coda, okay, the last song. Let's see, with this technique I've memorized this song. I'm going to turn off, I'm using an iPad to read, okay? And now I turn it off the screen, and now I'm going to try to discover if I really have memorized this melody, okay? Start again to do the second ending. Thank you everybody for coming. Today we have 3 people here at our class. Thank you for coming. The last part. And the last phrase with a different noting at the end. Okay? I thought I wasn't capable to memorize this song because it has a really complex and difficult melody. But I've tried to do this live without preparing myself, using a song that always was a challenge to me. I never stopped to memorize it, but I really believed in this technique of trying to see inside the melody, to look for patterns and known chords, and it's here, okay? you have to memorize at the first day, but the next day try to play it again. Sometimes some piece of the song will be forgotten by you, but return, try to remind the chord or pattern, and in a few days you will be able to play wherever you want. Okay, and if you have some difficult to remind the song in weeks, do it again. It will return easily to your memory. Okay, then this was some important point in improvising Brazilian music, because if you want to have the language, the accent, you have to memorize the more things you can of the style you are playing. Okay, thank you for watching today, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.